Most people think a salary makes them financially secure. But a salary can become a cage when every month of your life depends on the next one arriving exactly on time. You get paid. For a moment, you feel relief. Then rent leaves. The car payment leaves. Loans, utilities, groceries, and subscriptions take their share. Within days, the salary you worked an entire month to earn has already been assigned to everyone except your future. And that is the untold salary trap that nobody ever warned you about before you came to this video. Watch until the end. The problem is not having a job. A reliable income can be one of the strongest tools for building wealth. The trap begins when your lifestyle, debts, and monthly commitments expand to the point that losing even one paycheck would cause everything to collapse. At that point, you are not simply working for income. You are working to protect a life that can no longer survive without your job. Consider Daniel. Daniel earns $1,500 a month. When he first started working, he rented a small room, used public transport, and kept his expenses near $900. That left him with $600. That gap was his opportunity. But Daniel did not see it as an opportunity. He saw it as proof that he could afford more. After his first raise, he moved into a better apartment. After the next one, he financed a car. Then came a newer phone, faster internet, streaming services, furniture payments, and more expensive weekends. A few years later, Daniel earns $2,300 a month. On paper, he is doing much better, but his expenses have climbed to $2,200. His income increased by $800. His financial breathing room fell from $600 to $100. He looks richer, but he is more fragile. This is the first mechanism of the salary trap, lifestyle inflation. When income rises, spending often rises quietly with it. The better apartment becomes normal. The upgraded phone becomes necessary. The car that once felt luxurious becomes something you cannot live without. The raise does not buy freedom. It buys a more expensive version of the same dependence. But here is the part most people miss. Lifestyle inflation is rarely one dramatic decision. It is usually built through small monthly payments. A phone payment looks harmless. A streaming service feels insignificant. A car installment seems manageable. Furniture appears affordable because the advertisement shows only the amount due this month. Soon, your paycheck is divided before it arrives. Rent owns one part. The bank owns another. The car company owns another. Your subscriptions own several smaller pieces. Whatever remains must carry you until the next payday. Monthly payments do not only reduce your money, they reduce your choices. You cannot easily leave a stressful job because the bills still need to be paid. You cannot handle an emergency without borrowing because there is no margin. You may even postpone learning a new skill because all your time and energy are already committed. This creates the false comfort of job security. A predictable salary feels safe because you know when the next payment is coming. But if one employer controls nearly all your income, and nearly all that income is required to maintain your lifestyle, the situation is not as secure as it feels. You may have income stability, but very little financial resilience. Now pause and consider the exchange that happens every month. You are not only trading effort for money, you are trading a large portion of your available time. Work shapes when you wake up, what you do all day, and sometimes how much energy you have left afterward. There is nothing wrong with employment. The danger is using nearly all your time to earn income, while using nearly all your income to maintain expenses. That leaves little time and little money to build anything that could reduce your dependence later. Then inflation quietly makes the trap tighter. Imagine Daniel receives a 5% raise. He feels as though he is moving forward. But groceries, transport, rent, and electricity have also become more expensive. If his costs rise almost as quickly as his salary, the number on his payslip improves while his life barely changes. And because he feels rewarded, he may celebrate by upgrading again. More income comes in. More expenses go out. The gap remains almost nothing. That gap is the most important part of this entire story. Wealth is not built only by how much you earn. It is built by what remains after your lifestyle is paid for, and what you repeatedly do with that remainder. Someone earning $4,000 and spending $3,950 may be more trapped than someone earning $2,000 and spending $1,400. The second person has margin. The first person has appearances. The salary trap becomes powerful because of money psychology. People adjust quickly. What once felt exciting soon feels normal. The new apartment stops feeling new. The upgraded car becomes ordinary. The higher salary becomes the minimum you believe you need. But the payments remain. There is also social comparison. You see colleagues buying better clothes, driving newer cars, or visiting expensive places. Because they appear comfortable, you assume they can afford it. They may be making the same assumption about you. Everyone looks successful. Everyone is waiting for payday. Then loss aversion makes downsizing feel like failure. Moving to a cheaper apartment, selling the car, or canceling services feels like going backward, even when those decisions would move your finances forward. So how do you escape without quitting your job or rejecting every enjoyable part of life? First, stop treating every raise as permission to upgrade. Before your next increase arrives, decide how much will improve your future. You might direct half toward investing, debt repayment, or an emergency fund before your lifestyle absorbs it. Second, measure your margin. Subtract your expenses from your take-home income. If the gap is tiny, do not hide the problem by waiting for a bigger salary. Identify the recurring commitments consuming it. Your margin is not leftover money. It is the part of your salary that can build your future. Third, reduce financial fragility. Build an emergency fund gradually. Pay off expensive consumer debt. Avoid adding new monthly payments simply because you qualify for them. The goal is to make one missed paycheck less dangerous than it is today. Fourth, use your salary to buy assets, not only comfort. That may include diversified investments, retirement accounts, useful business tools, education that increases your earning ability, or a small side income you can build responsibly. Start small. The amount matters less than creating the direction. A small amount invested every month is doing something completely different from a small payment made toward an unnecessary upgrade. One is purchasing more dependence. The other is purchasing future options. Fifth, protect some of your time. Use a few consistent hours each week to learn, build, or improve something that belongs to your future. Your salary should fund your life today, but it should also help create options for tomorrow. This matters because financial freedom does not begin when you become rich. It begins when fear loses some of its power over your decisions. When you can handle a repair without borrowing. When you can reject a harmful loan. When you can leave a toxic job without immediate panic. When a raise increases your investments rather than just increasing your bills. A salary is not the enemy. Used carelessly, it can finance a cage. Used deliberately, it can finance your escape. The real question is not simply, how much do I earn? It is, how much of what I earn is building a life that will need less from my next paycheck? Because the goal is not to stop working overnight. The goal is to stop being financially helpless without the next salary. And the next trap begins when earning more creates even more spending. Watch the next Capital Academy video, because it explains why a higher income can still leave you more broke than before.